Hi, welcome to Gemstone Tarot. This is your weekly tarot reading from November the 25th to December the 2nd. This is for each zodiac sign. I'm going to start with Aries, I'm going to go through to Pisces, and there will be timestamps at the top of the comment section so you can find your, where did that go? Your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, your friend's sign. You can cross watch. I better find that card actually. Oh, there it is. Right, that's one for Aries. We'll put that down there. So thank you everyone for subscribing and for watching the channel. Monthly readings will be going up for December in the next couple of days, she said ambitiously. Mercury's about to go retrograde, so anything could happen. Valentine joins us. She's just there in the distance. She actually got here about half an hour before I did, so I was late to the party for the reading. Ooh, if you want a private reading, you can book in the description box of the video, or you can visit my website, gemstonetarot.com. If you want to donate to the channel, and can I just take the opportunity to say thank you very much to those of you that have donated to the channel, then you can do that on my website, gemstonetarot.com, or you can do that in the description box. Right, leave a comment as well. If this resonates with you, leave a comment. Let me know what's going on. I love reading the comments. I try to reply to as many as possible as I can. So let's kick off with Aries. Sun, Moon and Rising, 25th of November to the 2nd of December. Those dates have got to stay in my head. Lovely, lovely Aries. I'm using the Hudes Tarot. I've drawn 4 cards here. Ooh. Very interesting cards. And I think I kind of want one more. I'm doing the want one more dance. Okay, it's going to be one from, I use different tarot decks. I'm having one here from the Aquarian Tarot as well. Okay, we're having 2. Greedy Aries, right, okay, what do we need to, okay, it's money. Money, right. You're waiting, Aries, some of you, to hear about either money, property, a job, something along the material lines. For just a few of you, it could be waiting to hear from an earth sign person, but that could either be about love or, again, about money. Money. I keep doing that just because of that show where people went in garages and sold loads of stuff to each other, and there was an auctioneer and the guy that goes, money, like that. There's only a few of you are going to know what I'm talking about here. You've got the 8 of Wands in the reverse, Aries. This is waiting for news. News not coming in yet. Something held off. You've also got Page of Pentacles. Money. You've also got Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. And 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Bearing in mind I'm using 2 different tarot packs, you are all about the Pentacles. Now, in terms of, she says, looking for a cup of tea. In terms of money, 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 there's actually good news coming, but I get you're not going to hear until Mercury goes retrograde. Now, that is not the normal message you would get from anybody about Mercury retrograde, but actually it's one of the very few blessings of Mercury retrograde, that things you've been waiting for do turn up at that time. And I really feel this for you, because we've got the 5 of Wands in reverse, instability, the number 5, 5 of Wands in the upright is obstacles, issues, stupid little details, just duplications, someone not filing paperwork, whatever it is, that's now in the reverse. And then you have another 5 of Pentacles, the poverty card, but it's not just poverty. There is money, but it's locked inside the church. So this could be a bank account, it could be about, for a few of you, it's definitely about selling a property. You've been waiting patiently, I think, Aries, not always your strongest point, so well done. The message will come. Mercury goes retrograde on the 3rd. It's in its shadow period now, so you may get stuff filtering through. You've got the High Priestess in the reverse. Believe your own intuition, Aries, when you kind of feel like you know it's going to be all right. It is going to be all right. It's just frustrating in the short term. If you're waiting for a message from an earth sign person, this will also come. But again, Mercury retrograde for you, Aries, is going to be a blessing. I don't say that often. I really don't say that often. I don't want to say I'm not a fan of Mercury retrograde, but we all know what it means. Yay! Aries, you get the gift card. Giftedness. Now look, this is really cool. Sometimes you bang on the door forever, you look down and there's the key, okay? Mercury retrograde is your key, Aries. You don't really have to do a lot except just hang on in there. Let's choose for you. Oh. Look what you get, Aries. It couldn't be clearer. You get TikTok, milk and honey. TikTok, milk and honey. This is a reminder it's not all about the clock time. High Priestess in reverse. High Priestess is not bothered about her radio alarm clock, okay? She's bothered about the body clock. We all have a body clock. It's much more ancient than the clock face. This clock, this divine timing, is leading you to milk and honey. Just have faith, Aries. Just have faith. Let's do for you Chuck Spetson's love card. Oh, Chuck, what's going on with Aries in love? Love, love, love. Wow. If you're waiting to hear from somebody, as some of you are, you've got feeling unwanted, everyone's in couples, you feel like you're on your own. Also for single Aries as well. Then we get push me, pull me. Again, this is about communication. This is someone who maybe you've like started something with them, they've pulled back, you've not heard from them for one reason or another. And then we get the falling in love card. Again, Aries, for you, it's all about the Mercury retrograde. Never thought I'd actually say that to anybody. So you can look forward to it with impunity, Aries. Go for it. Why not? Nobody else is. Oh, yes. And you get the support card. The universe has your back. The universe has your back. Milk and honey. Have faith, Aries. It's a good week for you, okay? If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box, but leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Namaste, Aries. Thank you. Right then, Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Let's just stick those there. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising. Let me get my dates right. November 25th to the 2nd of December. You can tell Mercury's going retrograde because my brain literally just turns into a complete airhead. I can't remember anything. Okay, Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? 25th of December to 2nd of December. No, 25th of November to the 2nd of December. I think I'm going to have to give up just giving out the dates and just say this week. What does Taurus need to know for this week coming up? On the 25th. Ooh. You got kind of cards that are almost like school children going, pick me, like this. That will do. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. Oh. I tell you what, it's a big week this week. Major, major, major. You've got 5 cards, 3 of them major arcana. Okay, if you've got any Aries, listen to the Aries reading because it's a similar kind of message. Not quite the same, but similar, okay? You've got the Hanged Man energy. Now, this is Neptune card. It's not just waiting, although it is waiting. It's processing. You are processing, Taurus. You're processing something quite major at the moment. For some of you, it's about family or a group of friends, or just a few of you, it's about a romantic relationship where there is a third party or a third element. We have here the Ten of Swords, the end of a rather hurtful cycle. I know your readings for a while have been quite interesting, Taurus. So rest assured it's the end of the cycle, but I would say during Mercury retrograde, which starts on the 3rd of December, even more of this will be processed in terms of karma, justice, your place in the world, its place in the world, where you go from here, how you can move on. You've got the world in reverse. You've got justice in reverse. Your world has been turned upside down by an injustice. For some of you, someone's cheated. It's 3 of Cups in reverse. You know, it's stabbed in the back. It's 10 of Swords. For others of you, 3 of Cups are groups of people. It can be work colleagues, family, friends. You've been betrayed. You've been... People who you thought were one way are not. And that's really disappointing for you, Taurus. And you are processing it. Taurus is very good at being realistic and at processing. And I feel that when that Mercury retrograde period comes up for you, it will be very beneficial as well. I can't believe I'm saying that twice. I said that to Aries. You need a period of retrograde, because what happens as well in Mercury retrograde, there is a certain amount of secrecy about what's happened here. Yeah, there it is. The heartbreak relationship card. A certain amount of secrecy. There are still things you don't know. There is still closure that you haven't got. You know something went wrong, but you don't know what it was. If it's to do with work, you know you may be in a hearing, or there may be issues, but you don't know what they are. You will do. Mercury is retrograde from the 3rd of December to about the 22nd, but in all honesty, it kind of starts now with the shadow period, and it kind of, for me, I wouldn't feel out of the woods until January. I take Mercury retrograde seriously, I really do, but it's very healing. It is very healing. Right, so Taurus, your love cards, heartbreak. This won't be for everybody, but for the people it's resonating with, it's really, really clear. Self-worth. You need to work on your self-worth, but don't make it a job. You need to just take your foot off the brake of judgment. Don't ask yourself why you fell for this person. Don't hang in that tree like that and wonder, you know, how could I have changed it? You're just a human, Taurus, like all of us are, and people behave badly sometimes towards you. Now, you get the enjoyment card, and this is to say, however much, and this is for those of you, either if it's about love or if it's about a group of colleagues at work, make sure you get out with the people you can trust and have fun. And if it is a romantic situation, and this is the last thing you're going to want to do, go on some dates, even if you don't feel like it. Anything to feel some enjoyment for you, because that is self-worth, looking after yourself no matter what. You're number 1, Taurus, you're number 2, and on the podium, you're number 3 as well, okay? Champion yourself. Let's have an oracle card for Taurus. You're hiding. Yeah. You get round and round. You may feel like you're in a kind of a vortex or even a sinkhole at the moment, Taurus, but that spiral actually is going somewhere. It's just not going in a straight line. This is divine timing. You may look back, especially with Mercury retrograde, and realise you dodged a bullet. leave me a comment about that, Taurus, because I know this particularly resonates with a few people. Yeah, oh, you're getting two Healing with the Angels Oracle cards for you. You get power, which is self-worth in this scenario, and trust, which again, trust in the universe, trust about divine timing, trust that you dodged a bullet with this one. Trust, 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 Taurus. Taurus, if you want a private reading, you can book in the description box. Do hit the subscribe button and check out your moon and rising signs. All of the signs are in the comment section at the top, so you can just click on it and it will go to whichever one of the 12 zodiac signs you want it to go to. Thank you, Taurus. Namaste. Whew. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Sun, moon and rising. 25th of November to the 2nd of December. See how quick it just trips off the tongue now, Gemini. I'm actually getting there with the dates. Valentine joins us. Can you even see her? Oh, she's kind of in a bit of a dip. She's on the bed, aren't you, sweetheart? Having a big, big tarot sleep. Now, Gemini, what do you need to know for this week? Let's have a look for you. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. I'm using the Huge Tarot. Some of you, the secrets, I haven't looked at the cards yet. Whoa, I'm getting secrets and lies and I don't know why. Some cards want to come and some cards don't. Let's have a look. Okay, straight out with the Five of Swords. Secrets and lies. Okay. Wow, what powerful reading for you, Gemini. Two fives. Five of Swords. Five of Cups in reverse. There is a situation, Gemini, that you need to move on from. You certainly need to grieve about. Five of Cups in reverse is a grief card. You can see, you know, with the imagery. When it's in reverse, sometimes it means it's happened, but I feel this is a resistance to feeling something. And this week it's going to come out. Four of Cups in reverse. Whereas previously, this guy, you can see, you keep your feelings to yourself. You're not interested. You're kind of numb about whatever this situation is. And often it's power play of some sort with the Five of Swords. It's quite a savage Five of Swords in this deck, isn't it? It's power play. So it can be a situation at work where somebody is micromanaging you, bullying you, just taunting you. It can be relationship where somebody is, they don't want you but they won't let you go, they keep taunting you. It's that kind of power play kind of card. But you do have a couple of rather brilliant cards at your disposal this week. You have the Magician, which I love, in the upright, and you have Temperance, which I also love actually. For some of you, this could be a fire sign, a Sagittarius who's coming in that can help you. We have the King of Wands. Temperance is the Sagittarius card. So just for a few of you, there is a helpful Sagittarius coming in. For a few of you, you could meet a romantic partner who is a Sagittarius, which is nice. But more importantly, the Magician card. Now, the Magician has the Cup and the Pentacle, and he works them through the Wand and the Sword. So the Wand is initiative and the Sword is execution. Just getting rid of my hot water bottle because it's too hot. The Sword and the Wand are execution and initiative of something that is feeling and manifestation. Something's really moving on for you this week, Gemini. Could be a work situation, could be love. You will know what it is, but I like it actually. I like it. This Five of Swords, I feel that you may draw support from this person. If it's a work situation, someone's going to step in. Could be the union, could be a colleague, another manager. Oh, oh yeah. And looky here, you get the gift card of abundance. All these things are knocking at your door at the moment, Gemini. You've got people giving you checks. You've got people giving you baskets of fruit. I think that's meant to kind of cornucopia. You just need to get in the boat and go with the flow. You also need to get in the boat and leave whatever this is behind. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel the grief of leaving this behind. But that's what you've been needing to do for ages, Gemini. And with Temperance and the Magician, you know, the Fool is the beginning of the journey of the tarot, but the Magician is when he's actually starting to use the tools at his disposal, his or her disposal. And that's what you're doing. Yeah. Wow. For some of you, you're saying goodbye to a toxic relationship. Manipulation. That could be at work as well for those of you that it's work. But for just a few of you, manipulation, betrayal, and naughtiness. Now, two things. For those of you that are walking from a toxic relationship, this was a relationship with a high dose of sexual chemistry, but not much compassion, as you found out, Gemini. For others of you, if you're single, you might meet someone who makes you tingle this week. The naughtiness card. We like the naughtiness card. It can go one of two ways. It's definitely to do with chemistry. In the highest, like, you know, the chemistry is 11. So you could meet someone, one of those people who you just can't resist them, to be honest. I will leave you with that conundrum and draw you a Healing with the Angels Oracle card, Gemini. You better be leaving me a comment about what happens this week, I think. Let's have Doreen Virtue, Healing with the Angels Oracle card. Oh, I love that card. Gemini, you get Guardian Angel. You're moving on from something you've been needing to move on from for a while, and I like that for you. As for the rest of it, well, maybe get your lucky glittery pants on. Definitely leave me a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already, Gemini. If you want a private reading or donate to the channel, you can do that in the description box below. Or you can visit my website, gemstonetarot.com. Namaste, Gemini. Nice reading for you. Thank you, Gemini. Right, Cancer. 25th of November to the 2nd of December. Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising. Hello, my crab friends. There's no nice way of saying that, is there really? Although I actually really do like crabs. They're really sweet, aren't they? And I don't mean to eat. I mean to look at. Right. Cancerians. What do we need to know? Ooh. For this week, Sun, Moon or Rising, I'm using the huge tarot deck. It's going to take you another card. Ooh, Cancer. God, so many cards have just come out for you. Right, this reading is not dissimilar to Gemini. Not the same cards altogether, but the same message. Now, this won't be for everybody. Some Cancerians, there is a parting of ways. Got the Two of Cups in reverse. Now, this is sometimes called the soulmate card. It's also the partnership card. Alongside it, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. This is the grieving card. Some of you are grieving the loss of someone. It could be someone who's passed. It is in the past card. So it could be an anniversary for some of you of something like that. So just feeling that. But for a few of you, this is a relationship ending of sorts. Got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which is my single happy person card. And this is in the reverse. And then alongside that, the Hermit, Major Arcana, which is a card of saying that much as you don't want to, you need to be spending some time alone to process. Definitely. It's also the Virgo card, but I take it more as the message. Time alone to process. And some of you are resisting this. High Priestess in reverse. It's a resistance of what's coming up for you, what you can feel, what you kind of know in your bones. High Priestess is like the Magician, except the Magician uses the 4 elements, the pentacle, the sword, the cup. I was going to say the plate. Pentacle, the sword, the cup, the wand. The external instruments of the tarot. The High Priestess uses her own mind, body and spirit. Cancerians are water signs. You're gifted, which is a blessing and a curse. Because you know when it feels wrong, but you've tried to make it feel right. It's either a job that doesn't fit, a person that doesn't fit, a family situation that doesn't fit. Some of you are doing the Cancerian thing, trying to keep your feelings to yourself. Don't think that's going to work. It's a method. Again, for you, Cancer, I think Mercury retrograde might be instrumental, 3rd of December, where you will get an opportunity to grieve and to have a do-over, to work out where this went astray. I'm not going to say wrong because nothing is wrong, but where this fell off the path. You have the King of Wands here. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign person. If it's at work, you may be dealing with quite a stroppy manager type person. But either way, you know, your hopes have been a bit dashed here. Take note of that Hermit card though, especially if you don't feel like it, especially if you don't want to spend any time on your own. Yeah, the card you get here, Cancer, is meaninglessness. When you feel like this, you can see here, there's this higher to the higher mind. What you need to do, it's the old saying, what you can't alter, put on the altar. Put it up there. Some things are just too much to be thinking about. Don't think about them. Feel them instead. When you feel it, Cancer, you will release it. But until you feel it, and Cancerians, and I remember saying this to you, I think last week, have the shell on the outside, but that's because your underbelly is so exposed and soft, you know. Cancerians are nurturing, love signs, water signs. Yeah, interesting. We get the Giving Healing card. We get the Giving Oneself card again. And we get the Grace and Love card. For those of you where this is to do with a love relationship, Mercury retrograde might bring some kind of apology, reunion, or at least closure for you. Now, that's on the 3rd of December till the 22nd, but sorry, got a lorry reversing outside. So I think wait and see for next week's reading, Cancer. Yeah, you get to the sea. And for me, this is a notion, don't try and direct things too much at the moment. I don't think things will take directing. I think it's more about floating out to sea as the true water sign that you are, and feeling that you will be guided. That card is for you. I knew you were going to get that card. Yes! I knew you were going to get that card. Oh, that card's so strange. I always pick it So definitely when I'm going to pick it, when I want it, it doesn't always come because I want it, because why would it, you know, it's not for me to say. But I get that kind of magnetic card thing going on and out it pops. And I had a vision of it before it came, and here it is. Miracles. I love this card for you, Cancer. Especially if you're looking for reconciliation. I don't know which one of you, two of you, or few of you that is. Believe in miracles. The colours are gorgeous, colours of the sea as well. Believe in miracles. That's all I need to say. If you want a private reading, Cancer, or donate to the channel, you can do that in the description box. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment as well. I'm very excited for you for that card. I love that. Thank you, Cancer. Lovely Leo, lovely, lovely Leo. Hello, Leo. Now, let me just put that one there. We are using, ooh, we're not. I was going to use the Hues, but I'm just like, must use the Aquarian Tarot for Leo, so I will. We'll go with it. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising from the 25th of November to the 2nd of December. Leo, 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 the Lions. There we are. Leo, 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 what's going on? Leo, there are so many characters in your reading. Some of you may be involved in sort of multiple relationships of some sort. I've got Queen of Cups, and then I've got Queen of Wands in reverse. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles in reverse. I'm kind of feeling like, you know, ABBA, when they were married, weren't they? And then they kind of got divorced and then they married the other one. So yeah, I'm kind of getting an ABBA switch vibe. Don't really know what that means. It won't be for everybody, but few of you are having some fun. Don't be shy about using my comments section, Leo, to let me know what's going on. Some of you, Leos, and you're very sociable people, and you've most of the time got the energy to pull it off. Some of you need some alone time. I've got the Hermit here in the middle, the Virgo card. Not your natural habitat, I have to say. The Hermit obviously goes off into the cave with his sackcloth on and eschews all kind of social contacts. And then you've got this ring of people going around you. Even the Five of Wands you've got here is loads of different people sticking their oar in. You may have family interfering, you may have friends interfering, you may have a couple of people on the go, but it's actually wearing you out. You've got the Two of Pentacles in reverse, juggling work and family, love, family, money. It feels incredibly busy. And then you've got Judgment in the reverse. Now, for just a few Leos, that's about giving someone a second chance. You may have a couple of people that you're dating. You know, you may just be dating and then someone comes back, or one that you've dated once and they've gone away comes back and they're more interesting than the one that always, you know, sticks around. Isn't it always the way? Something about a second chance, but think twice. You might, you know, like when you're washing clothes, you might just need to rinse them through. Give it a rinse one more time, Leo. Give it a rinse one more time. Are they who they say they are? Do they mean what they say? Got the Trust card. It's about catching the ball. A few of you have a feeling of scarcity. If you don't catch this particular person, there won't be anybody else. Well, not according to this reading, because you're just surrounded. But the most important message, and it is a fairly confusing reading for you this week, Leo, is that you're very busy, you run off your feet, you're juggling about 19 balls at the same time, and you maybe need to drop the ball and trust that someone else will pick it up, actually. Wow. Now, this isn't for everybody, but there's a few Leos who are definitely in a third-party relationship. Either they are the third party, whatever, you know, because I've got infidelity, I've got jealousy, and I've got old wounds. Some of you dealing with some exes from the past, some people who are neither, as my mum would say, nout nor summit. In other words, they're neither boyfriend, girlfriend or not. There's sort of something in between and you can't really make out what they are. But there's a lot of people, there's a lot of busyness. Take yourself off, Leo. And that's interesting. This came up for the sign before you, I think, to the sea. Now for you, that's literally taking yourself off. Or even just having a bubble bath. You need to relax. I know Leos like it busy, and I know that you have the big hearts and the really brilliant circulatory system, and that you can cope with it because you have loads of energy. But there's something you're missing by not staying still. You need to go into wherever your cave is and just take a bit of time for yourself, Leo, okay? Leave me a comment. Let me know how that resonates. That was an interesting reading. If you want a private reading, Leo, you can book in the description box below. Do subscribe as well if you haven't already. Namaste, Leo. See you next week. Okay, Virgo. Virgo. I'm going to use the huge tarot for you, Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising for November the 25th to December the 2nd. Let's have a look for you, that one. That one. What does Virgo need to know? Virgo, there are timestamps in the comments section if you want to look up your moon, rising or cross-watch for somebody else. Valentine is here, by the way. I think you can just see the tip of her ear. That black tip of the ear. She's in a dip of the duvet. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Virgo. You're hurtling into Mercury retrograde with this energy. It's kind of in its shadow period, but it really starts on the 3rd of December. It's also a full moon, but I'll get into that in my next weekly reading. There is a situation going on and you are getting some clarity about it. Ace of Swords. It will come. You're unclear at the moment. You've got the 5 of Swords as well. For some of you, this is a work situation. I've got 2 kings. King of Cups, King of Pentacles, both in the reverse. I feel this is a management team. Could be 2 people, could be several people, but it's a body of management. It's a tier of management. There may be some arguing about money at work, pay rises, salaries, positions, all that kind of thing. I feel like it's going to go your way. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Where previously there was some poverty or money was withheld, I feel like it's now kind of going to be released, but not yet. I feel like Mercury retrograde will cause some kind of reappraisal of everything. Could even be regrading of jobs. So you've got the 4 of Pentacles here. This is withholding money. There's been money withheld. For a few of you, someone owes you money and it will come back to you during Mercury retrograde, which was one of the Brucey bonus things of Mercury retrograde. Not often spoke about. Debts coming in, retro, things coming back, Things that you've lost reappearing. People that you've lost reappearing. That can be interesting. But for you, Virgo, I feel like it's a redressing of a balance. And I quite like it for you because the King of Cups in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse means they haven't particularly been playing fair. Power struggles as well. Five of Swords is a power play card. So I feel like you've been taken advantage of. Now that's an interesting card. You also get the sexuality card, the gift card. Now, sexuality card talks about being comfortable in your own skin. I'm going to do some love cards anyway, because those of you that are single, that's a bit of another Brucey bonus. But also to do with work. It could be a move, a shift, so that you're now going to work with colleagues you get on with and you can be yourself, where you may have been repressed by these two kings, whoever that management structure is. God, you've got 4 love cards. Right, for just a few of you Virgos, we've got the problem card and we've got the mistake card. There's somebody you were involved with. We've got King of Cups, we've got King of Pentacles in reverse. I'm erring towards King of Cups. Someone who is not good with boundaries sometimes in the reverse. Maybe likes to have a drink, or just somebody who finds it very hard to locate the truth. And some of you are going to call time on that, I think, the mistake card. You realise you've gone down a wrong road. It doesn't really work out. That's just for a few of you. Single Virgos, we get openness and happiness. This is a lovely, lovely combination actually. An open heart leads to happiness. Single or coupled actually. And Virgo often does guard their emotions by being meticulously organised. I don't know how that works, but you can compartmentalise as well. But you don't have to. Don't be afraid to like throw open the door. It's such a beautiful card, Virgo. Now let's have a look. Oh, it's that one. Oh, that's good. You get the Y card. And I feel there's going to be an investigation. For some of you at work, it's going to be looked at, finally, as to the whys and the wherefores. And then you get a leg up. This can be promotion, restitution of money. It's no less than you deserve, quite honestly. You may have to wait until Mercury goes retrograde for that. And then you get the children card. For some of you, you may be dealing with some kind of child support issues, issues to do with when you can see children or not, or when someone can see children or not. Legal issues, that's only for a very few of you, to do with children. Ooh, that one. Well, that's nice. And you get emerging. Now for some of you, that's a childlike trust as well, coming back to being who you are. You know, the sexuality card, happy in your own skin. I feel a lot of you with that 5 of Swords, somebody's held something over you for a while. Well, now it's kind of going to become quite clear, probably with Mercury retrograde, which can be quite a fact-finding vibe. Things bob to the surface which have managed to be hidden by people for ages. And then there are weird coincidences, you know, missent emails, phones accidentally left visible, whatever it is, where the facts just that you've been groping for ages just suddenly pop up of their own accord. I feel that's going to be quite pertinent to you this week, Virgo. If you want a private reading, Virgo, you can book in the description box below, but leave a comment and do subscribe. In the comment section, you can also find all the other timestamps for your sun, moon and rising, so do have a look. Thank you, Virgo. Namaste. Libra, Libra, Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Sun, Moon and Rising. 25th of November to the 2nd of December. Hello, lovely Librans. Now, you can check out in the comments box your Sun, Moon and Rising. Each astrological sign is time-stamped. Wow. Libra. I've done so many private readings for Librans recently. I know, wow, you have such a lot going on. This week's no exception. Libra. Okay. This isn't for all Librans, this is just for some, I know that. But I get what I'm given, okay? 9 of Swords, the worry card, the 4 AM card. Some of you are very worried about a situation, probably in a relationship. 9 of Cups, the emotional wish card in reverse. You're wishing and hoping and wishing and hoping, but you haven't heard from somebody. I got the 3 of Wands and the 4 of Wands in reverse. Building a future. Stabilising a future. 4 of Wands I always see as like 4 table legs. Waiting to hear something, waiting for an outcome, waiting for someone to step up, waiting for someone to contact you, step forward. But you're kind of stuck with it, Libra. You're stuck on something. The 9 of Swords is the rumination card. It's going round and round and round in your head. But I feel like for some reason you're not particularly in communication with this person, even though you're in communication with yourself about it and it's on your mind such a lot of the time. You're not able to have contact with them or to speak with them or communicate with them in a way that you want to. Then you have the 6 of Swords. Now, again, for you, I feel this escape. This is an escape card. I feel the key to this might again be Mercury retrograde. The 8 of Wands reverse has come up on a few readings, which it would because it is Mercury retrograde. The 8 of Wands is the communication card, and when it's backwards, it's retrograde. Now, that happens on the 3rd of December. You may have to wait till then to hear from this person or for the particular worrying situation to move on. Got to have a couple of clarifiers for you. Oh yeah, you're really, okay. Just for a few of you, someone's trying to decide between 2 people. Gosh, and then we've got the 3 of Wands reversed, the 4 of Wands reversed, the 2 of Wands reversed, and the 9, which is self-protection, to go with that 9 of Swords. Libra. 8 of Wands reversed, I get Temperance in reverse. Impatience. You are unable to sleep, some of you. This won't resonate with everyone. Unable to sleep. Unable to rest. For some of you, someone is choosing between 2 people. 3 of Cups for the 3 of Wands. 2 3s. Libra, can you step outside this dance? You know, can you take yourself out of the game with this and just... You need a peaceful night's sleep for a start. Yeah, look, Libra. Tough love now, Libra. We get neediness in a relationship. Get the relationship card of neediness. We're all human. And we all get caught up in chains. And that 9 of Swords card, that is nasty. It's kind of torturing yourself. You're wondering about someone. You're wondering if they're with someone else. 3 of Cups. Or someone has left you for someone else and you're torturing yourself about it. And you're impatient even now to hear from them. Wow, look what you get. The healing card of communication. Wait for Mercury to go retrograde, Libra. Definitely. 3rd of December to the 22nd. Yeah, look. The healing card of communication. We get a fear of commitment. Okay, someone's deciding. It's horrible while someone's trying to decide on you. And independence being a problem, and the neediness card. If you can, Libra, foster some kind of independent life for yourself so you're not just waiting on someone's decision. Because when someone's deciding on you, or even between you and someone else, or just thinking about things or taking time out or whatever, it really puts you on the back foot. It's difficult not to be 9 of Swords and not to feel needy, even for the most, you know, confident of people. So the only thing you can do in that situation is take yourself off, distract yourself, find something you like to do, bubble bath, friends, chocolate, anything, even for 5 minutes of distraction from it. There you are. Time for a nap. If the only thing you can do is sleep your way through it, sleep your way through it. But don't call them, Libra. You know who you are. Don't call them, don't text them, don't reach out to them. You know it's not your place. You know it's their call. And don't wait. Don't wait. There's a difference between giving someone time and waiting. Friendship card. Meet up with your friends, lean on your friends, do something with your friends, go to the cinema, get some nice popcorn, whatever it is, distract yourself, Libra. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below. Check out your moon and rising in the comments section, and do subscribe if you haven't already, Libra. Leave me a comment. Namaste. Scorpio. Lovely Scorpio. Valentine is still asleep. Can we still see a bit of her ear? See just a bit of her ear. She's found herself a crevice in the duvet. Hi Scorpio. Sun, moon and rising. 25th of November. Ooh, straight out. 25th of November to the 2nd of December, this reading for Scorpios. Wow. Sun, moon and rising. Ooh. Whoa, you're getting the big cards. Crumbs. I wanted to say hi Carumba, but I don't know where that came from. Gosh, so many cards coming out for you. They all want to speak at once. I always feel it's like children in a classroom. Me, pick me, pick me. Oh no. Right, stopping there. It's too many. Okay, Scorpio. Crumbs, crumbs, crumbs. We've got a full moon on the 3rd, I think it is, of December. Mercury goes retrograde as well. Somebody wants a second chance, Scorpio. Or something, could be a job. But it's a second chance, it's a do-over, it's a go back. We've got the moon card, major arcana, judgment in reverse, major arcana. That's the card of redo, second chances. It's the card that tells me there's a moon phase involved. Mercury retrograde coincides with the full moon on the 3rd. What a interesting energy that's going to be. Then you have 6 of Cups in reverse, which for me is the ex reconciliation card, or at least the possibility of it, or an old argument with an ex flaring back up again. King of Cups in reverse, somebody who can't control themselves particularly well. You might be sick to death of it actually, Scorpio, to be honest with you. We've got the Two of Wands and the Nine of Wands in reverse as well. You could be dealing with a fire sign here, because I've also got the Ten of Wands and the Five of Wands. This person is a bit of a nightmare, but they have a bit of a hold on you, Scorpio. Now, if this is a work card, this can be an old work flare-up. The situation you thought was done and dusted comes back again. Zero tolerance, I think, is where you're going to go with this. That Ten of Wands is usually the end of a cycle. If you see each one of those wands as an attempt by somebody to pull a stunt on you, they've pulled on you before. Ten's about as much as you can take. You pretty much had enough at 2, and you certainly had enough at 9. Judgment in reverse is usually a second chance turned down, a third chance, a fourth chance, whatever. Because you also have here the Ace of Swords. You have a clarity here now you did not have before. And I just don't think you're going to be fooled. It's also the Five of Wands. Obstacles. This person was always not able to do something because of this excuse or that excuse. I just don't think you're going to listen to them particularly, Scorpio. But do expect a convincing argument, because that's what they're good at. Oh, that's a nice card. And you get the gift card. For me, this is the gift of truth and clarity, which you didn't have before, which left you kind of unable to call it with them because you didn't really know in the way that you know now. Yeah, but now you do. A few of you are dealing with a Pisces here because we've got the Moon and the King of Cups. Yes, there it is. Scorpio, Limahl sings the never-ending story from the film Labyrinth, possibly? Or is it a film called Never-Ending Story? Leave me a comment, Scorpio. Great song though. However, for you, never-ending story. It's like you've got this heart here. What's it say on it? Yes, love, no love. Me, you, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. He loves me not, he loves me. That's how you feel about that. I feel it's breaking a cycle for you. It may take the whole of Mercury retrograde to sort it out, but it's 3.5 weeks, 3rd of December to the 22nd, plus a bit of VAT if you ask me. By the 1st of January, I think you'll be clear of it at last, because that's been a really long time coming for you, Scorpio. Let's have a look at your love cards. Chuck Spezzano's love cards for Scorpio. Top one wants to come out. Oh, Scorp. Yeah, okay. If we didn't know it before, we know it now. You get the villain card. I think that speaks for itself. Then you get the letting go card. That speaks for itself too, doesn't it? Except, just to point out, she waves one person off in the boat, someone else waiting at the harbour. And then we get the luck card of the lovers. This person, Scorpio, is not your last chance saloon. Some of you think they are. And I think you're ruled by Mars, aren't you, Scorpio? And you are strong. Sometimes that strength needs to be broken in order to let someone go. You need to break yourself down sometimes. But you've got that Ace of Swords, that beautiful clarity, and that's what you needed. Use it as a gift, Scorpio. Set yourself free. So for you, that extends to the whole of Mercury retrograde for a final, sort out. And you get the balance card. And this is just a call for you to remain composed, but at the same time be firm. That's what I get for you, Scorpio. If you want a private reading, Scorpio, you can book in the description box. Do hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave me a comment. If you want to check out your moon and rising, that's at the top of the comments box. You can just click on each one. Thank you, Scorpio. Namaste. See you next time. Valentine's woken up. Hi, Sagittarius. Valentine is awake and ferociously washing and itching. She's in a kind of a crevice. We've only been able to see half of her ear for the rest of the readings. So, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising for 25th of December to the 2nd of December. I'm using the Huge Tarot for you. Let's see what you need to see. I want to sing that song now about the sailor. But I won't subject you to that. Yes! Whoa! I know someone who's not going to be pleased with me about this reading. You know who you are. Hi, Valentine. Oh. Right. Okay, Saggy, you're going to like Mercury retrograde. I know you've had Saturn in your sign for yonks, and I know it's going, and I can't remember when, but I think it's end of December or January or something like that. Mercury retrograde for you is going to be a bit of a blessing, and you need it. You have the Nine of Swords. This is the 4 a.m. card, the worry card, the introspection card, the spaghetti junction in my head card, the everything I've done I need to think about card. Worry, 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 worry. But it's like it's Mars and Gemini. It's a kind of an empty worry. It's what is that, Gemma? It's the power of your own personal power misdirected at yourself. That's what it is now. You can't move on at the moment, but that's okay. Astrologically, you're not supposed to. 3.5 weeks of Mercury retrograde will polish it off nicely, okay? 3 of Swords in the middle of your reading. This is where you've come from. This is the wounded heart. Can be a 3-person situation. Whatever it is, it's 3 swords that go into the heart, and it shows that sorrow. It's still very prominent for you. Then we have the 2 of Swords here, what I call carving the turkey. Now, 2 of Swords. An impasse. It is equal and opposing forces. The irresistible force meets the immovable object. Like that. That's where you get to with this. You wake up in the morning exhausted and you haven't gone anywhere, but that's all right because you can't yet. 2 of Wands in reverse. The traveller putting their stake in the ground. I'm claiming my territory. This is where I'm going to be. Not yet. Page of Pentacles. The Patience card. I know that Sagittarians don't want that. You're a fire sign. You're mutable. You're the traveller. You're ruled by Jupiter. You should be on the other side of the planet on a regular basis. Globe-trotting, philosophising. All of those things are Sagittarian. Not yet. January, Sagittarius. January, January. Justice in reverse. Karma is not there for you yet. I could lie and say it was, but it isn't. It's not your time yet. Just use Mercury retrograde as your final assessment, a conclusion. If you were writing an essay, December is the conclusion where you tie all the threads together. In preparation for 2018. Where's that cat gone? She's gone straight back to sleep. Back to the black ear poking out again. You get the relationship card of independence. You're riding the camel that never needs a pee. Don't worry about me. I'm riding the camel that never needs a pee. You're not going to be the Lone Ranger forever, Sagittarius. But you need to be in December. You need to be. You've done a lot of work and it's writing the conclusion. Okay, that's interesting. You get the loneliness card. This is literally just feeling alone. That's okay for now, honestly. The specialness card. Sometimes this indicates, Saggy, that you feel like no one else could be going through this situation and you're the only... that everybody else has a partner and you don't. That kind of feeling, all right? Well, you get come hither. People fancy you, but you don't actually know about it. We're talking about the jewels. That's all I can say now because YouTube will get funny. We're talking about jewels. Jewels in the garden, okay? January is your time. People are interested. You're probably missing that. But the reason that you're missing it is because you're not really supposed to be involved like that at the moment. I know you don't want to hear that, Sag. But I'm here to deliver that good news, and it's not for long. New life coming sooner than you think to a Sagittarian near you. January 2018. You have to tie off this year properly though. You can't just like think, well, I'll just cryogenically freeze myself until January. And you get the signs card. Saggy, you are a very spiritual and perceptive sign. You may be annoyed at the moment, you may be impatient, but don't close yourself off to the signs, particularly when Mercury's retrograde, because you get more then. December the 3rd to the 22nd, okay? I always find I'm more spiritually in tune when Mercury's retro, because I go down, and I think you are also a dualistic sign, I think. You tend to go, you're definitely ruled by Jupiter, philosophical. You go into this like dualistic, I can live in two worlds type mentality. It's pretty fun, you know, follow your nose on it, Sag. Take you to some really interesting spiritual places in December, okay? Sag, if you want a private reading, book in the description box. If you want to donate to the channel, book in the description box. Or visit my website, Gemstone Tarot, and do subscribe as well. Bless you, Sagittarius. See you soon. Capricorn. Capricorn. Sun, Moon and Rising. This is for the 25th of November to the 2nd of December. I'm so glad I got that date right. Capricorn. Whoa. I'm going to itch my eye for a minute, Capricorn. Do you know what? I think this card has come up in nearly every single reading. 8 of Wands in reverse. It is a Mercury retrograde card. And so has that one, Justice in reverse. There are lots of scores to be settled, Capricorn, and I feel they're going to be settled during Mercury retrograde for nearly everybody. We have Mercury 3rd of December to the 22nd. We're floating into it now, gently, not me. Couldn't upload my last video for about half an hour. Swearing at the computer. It's here for me already. It may be for you too. For me, it will last till January, probably for you too. But nevertheless, there's a karmic recalibration. There's a reset. Justice in the reverse. Karma. 8 of Wands in reverse. You're not hearing the news now. 9 of Swords. You're worried about it. We all are, actually. There are things we want to know. There are places we want to be. There's stuff we need to know about. Information that needs to come in. People we need to hear from. It will happen, weirdly, when Mercury gets retrograding. It will happen. People pop up strangely. It comes in the weirdest way then, but it's how you need to hear it. And no effort makes any difference, Capricorn. So don't do your Capricorn thing and put spades of work into it, because it won't get you to where you need to be. 5 of Swords, Venus and Aquarius. Quite a savage representation in the Huge Tarot. Power games, power play. And these are the feelings about it, Capricorn. 9 of Swords. Now, To a certain extent during this time period, and there's only a week of it until Mercury goes retrograde, we need to live undefended. 9 of Wands in reverse. That's the card of self-defense. Self-defense, nothing comes in, nothing goes out, nothing changes. When Mercury goes retrograde, however, 8 of Wands reversed, you don't have so much control because all sorts just goes haywire. I think last time I had a missed call from the future when Mercury went retrograde, which was amazing. It was from my mum, who's still alive, and on my iPhone it showed up as about a month into the future as a missed call. It happened about 4 times. It was very strange and it really freaked me out. Mercury retro, weirdness happens, but yes, see the healing card of the truth. That happens when Mercury's retrograde. Things pop up. Things come, things which were hidden in plain sight emerge in the weirdest ways, but for you it's going to be very, very healing. Now that's, I don't mean to be mean, Mercury retrograde, as if I'm addressing a third person. And there's a few other good things about Mercury retrograde, apparently. But anyway, that's one of them. Things you've been looking for, physical objects turn up. And also, facts turn up. Feelings get healed. You get a do-over. You get that retrograde. It is good for that. It's just difficult. All the other stuff happens to go with it, and that you have to do all your Christmas shopping early if you celebrate Christmas, because Mercury retrograde is during the time when I would have run out on the 24th and done my gift buying in the morning / afternoon as all the shops are shutting in front of me, and I'm going, just let me in, like that, okay? This year, I have listened to astrology and it is done. I didn't take my chances with Mercury retro. Drives me around the bend, I have to say. But for you, Capricorn, it will drive you around the bend because it's Mercury retrograde, but it will heal. You get the fates. Really acquiesce. That's my advice. Really and truly, don't just say you are. Acquiesce. Capricorn, you're ruled by Saturn, who is a bit of a control freak. We know that Saturn is a control freak. And as I say control freak, the control card pops out in front of me. And the heartbreak card. This is what you're sitting with at the moment. Find a way to sit with it. And it's easier said than done, and I know that. Wow. You get the true love card. That's a gorgeous card that hardly ever comes up. What you're going through at the moment, Capricorn, you will be rewarded. That's all I can say about that. You will be rewarded. And good for you, because you deserve it. I like that true love card for you. I'm getting Buddy Holly, True Love Ways. Is it True Love Ways? That one. Yeah, only you and I know True Love Ways. I could be here all day. I'm going to have to put that on afterwards. This is my Buddy Holly dance, which is a bit like a dad dancing at a wedding dance. Yeah. Guardian Angel. I like this for you. I don't like where you are at the moment, Capricorn, and I know that it hurts, but at the same time, I like the balm of Mercury retrograde for you. I like that. And I love the true love card. Capricorn, if you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below. Do subscribe if you haven't already, and check out your moon and rising signs in the comment section. Namaste, Capricorn. Aquarius. Aquarius. You can tell I'm getting towards the end, can't you? I'm getting hangry and singy. Just sung really bad Buddy Holly Aquarius for Capricorn, so you're getting off lightly. Just have a bit of Muppets, believe me. Right, Aquarius. Wow, Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius, what's been going on for you these last few weeks and months? Oh my God. Right, this card has come out in every reading. There's always one. Eight of Wands reversed. It's my Mercury retrograde card for you too. It's a totally Mercury retrograde dominated reading. So, November the 25th to the 2nd, Mercury goes retrograde on the 3rd. However, it's in its shadow period now. It's clearly very influential for everybody. Aquarius got Two of Cups in the reverse. For some of you, there is an issue here to do with a relationship and you don't know what to do. Two of Swords in reverse, the card of being backed into a corner, indecisive. You are waiting as well to hear from somebody, or waiting to give somebody your verdict, or waiting to reconcile, or waiting to resolve something. Four of Wands in reverse, instability, a situation turned over. It could be a work situation, but it would have been a job that you love or loved. And you're feeling left out in the cold. For some of you, you've been ghosted, or somebody is just not contacting you. You're not hearing from them. And it's leaving you kind of, you don't know what to do. You're trapped, you're Two of Swords. It's like, urgh. This Seven of Cups in the reverse. This person may have talked up a fantasy future. Each one of these cups contains a fantasy future. But when you try to take it to the next level, it disappears. And it did. It disappeared. Now, I don't know what you want here, Aquarius. I mean, some of you, if you're looking for some kind of reconciliation with somebody, yes, I think they will come back to you in some shape or form. Mercury goes retrograde on the 3rd. You have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. But do you want them? Do they have your highest good in mind? I don't know. Let's have a look here. Okay. We get the gift card of success. We go round about the houses to get it. Okay. Let's have some Chuck Spezzano love cards. All right then. The villain card. Wow. All right. We get the villain card. We get the joy card. And we get the defensiveness card. Are they a villain or an angel? You're feeling pretty defensive, Aquarius, and why not? I would be too. Do you know what? You got the Two of Swords for a reason. You too are going to have to wait this out, and during the Mercury retrograde period, I feel like you will get some clarity like everybody else. The more important thing to ask yourself, Aquarius, is, again, why am I here? Why am I waiting? Because some of you are waiting. Yeah. You get two oracle cards. Clean it up. And truth be told, you can only keep your side of the street clean. You can't clean theirs. You can't make them tell you the truth. You can't make them contact you. You can't make them do anything. They need to come to you when they've cleaned up their mess, is what I get, Aquarius. And the truth be told is a voluntary truth. The mask be taken off. And the owl is the wisdom and the truth, and the heart be open. If they can do that, maybe you open the door. What do you think, Aquarius? What do you think? What do you feel? Why are you there? Why are you waiting? What are you waiting for? These are the questions. In the meantime, work on your self-acceptance. I know you get this quite a lot, this card. Work on your self-acceptance, and that to me again involves asking yourself, why am I here? Have I done this before? Is this person a pattern? Have I been with someone in this situation before, where I've been in a holding pattern, where I've been waiting? Ask yourself that question, Aquarius. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box. If you want to look up your moon and rising, they're in the comments section. You can click on them and it will go straight to all the different star signs, okay? Leave me a comment, Aquarius, and subscribe if you haven't already. Very interesting reading. Let me know how it resonates with you. Thanks, Aquarius. Finally, Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Sun, moon and rising. For the 25th of November to the 2nd of December. Pisceans, leave me a comment. Are you really bad with dates? Because I am. You know, I've been trying to say the 25th of November to the 2nd of December 11 or 12 times now, and it won't stick in my head. Is there something wrong with me, or is it a Pisces trait? Leave me a comment, Pisces. I know you're a generous bunch. Whoa. Wow. Valentine is here. You can just see her ear. She's in a crevice. She got up, had a ferocious wash, did a big scratch, and then just got back down again. Right, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Interesting, interesting vibe. Pisces, we're still in a state of flux. 4 of Wands in reverse. You know, Pisceans, obviously, 2 fish swimming in the opposite direction, can deal with insecurity, shifting sands. We live in the sea. But we have our limits. I just want to say, Spirit, we have our limits, okay? I know we had all of these planetary things happening to us. But even so, okay. In fact, what I'm saying here is Temperance in reverse. We're feeling a bit impatient, Pisces, aren't we? We've had those eclipses. We did the hard work. You know, even if we didn't do the hard work, it kind of came in anyway and took everything we had security-wise. For some of us, it really knocked us for 6 for a while. For most Pisces, we're still in a state of flux. We're still rebuilding. Some Pisceans, there's a lot of characters on the table here. King of Wands in reverse, King of Pentacles in the upright. 2 kings for a few Pisceans, and it wouldn't be unheard of. Let's get my hot water bottle. 2 people, 2 things, 2 issues, don't know who to trust. King of Pentacles, an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Dependable, truthful, can rely on that person. King of Wands can be childish, a bit spoilt, a bit unreasonable. For some Pisceans, this is to do with work, insecurity at work, job losses, not knowing who's going, not knowing where you stand. These 2 people seem to be holding on to the information for reasons good or bad. You really want to know, it may not yet be forthcoming. For a few Pisceans, yeah, you could be choosing between 2 suitors. One may be the more reliable one, and maybe you don't have such feelings for that one. And the King of Wands is charismatic and sexy, but at the same time, unreliable. Try and make a sensible choice is the only thing I can say, Pisces. We're all human, okay? We're all human. Queen of Swords. Again, if this is to do with work, Pisces, some of you, there is nitpicking and micromanaging going on with bosses, which may be driving you insane. And then we have the Empress in the reverse. It's a beautiful card, actually. And this is just a call. This card hasn't come up for any other sign. This is a call to live in your own skin and your own intuition, no matter what is going. I feel like a merry-go-round is going on around Pisces. We need to be at the hub. We need to be at the centre. We need to be living in our own heart and skin until, I don't want to say things go our way, because it's not like they're not going our way. Until we get to where we feel we genuinely belong, is what I'm saying. And we get the higher mind card. And again, what this means is, whatever is, I mean, consider the earth plane to be the merry-go-round at the moment. We just need to put it up to the higher mind, okay? Put it up there, and then Pisces are very good at that. What we can't alter, put on the altar. What this will do is Spirit will deal with it in its own way, in its own time. And I feel for us, as with all the other signs, Pisces, that this will be during Mercury retrograde. 3rd of December to the 22nd of December, that's when things will get dealt with. Don't try and do everything yourself here and now. I don't feel it's going to work. I also feel, just as a side note, Pisces, that January 2018, things will really begin to come together. 4 of Wands, standing up, security, stability, okay? Pisces, leave me a comment. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below. Thank you to all of the signs that have been watching. If you want to donate to the channel, you can do that on my website, Gemstone Tarot, and the December readings will be out very soon. Namaste.